What's up, y'all? This is part 2 of the interview with the one and only Large Professor right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thank you for joining me on Blue Vinyl TV.
Absolutely.
We're going to play a little game real quick. It's called What's in My Hand? What's in my hand? So I'm going to put something in your hand, and I just want to hear your immediate reaction to it, all right? Just from the gut, no preconceived questions and everything. All right, so hold your hand out. Eyes closed. All right, open them up. What you got?
Oh man, Akinelli, Vagina Gina album. This was a fun one, man, because he made sure that after the main source, I was like, yo, he was doing his album. He was slated to do his album. He was like, yo, I want you to do the whole thing because you got me in the game. And I was like, all right, man, let's rock out, man. And this is a classic, man. This is a worldwide classic to this day. He went on and did other joints that was big, but this right here, for a lot of the hip hop heads from that time was a super classic. It's still a super classic.
Yeah, you can just show the camera real quick what you got.
Word up. Akinelli.
This is the Akinelli cassette. This is my OG. Yes, I went to the store in '93 and copped this.
Word.
I'm a curator of the culture. I keep everything.
Word
you know what
up.
I'm saying?
No doubt.
And this is hard as hell to find on vinyl. You can't even find it no more.
Word.
And people, if somebody's trying to sell it, they want you to pay their car payment for it.
Word.
That's real.
That's a beautiful thing to
You know
be
what I'm
involved
saying?
with a project that, the value has gone up throughout the years.
Yeah,
sure.
I know. Through scarcity a little bit as well too.
Yeah.
So, but I want to show you this one because I know a lot of people now are doing that one producer, the single producer projects and everything too. You were kind of
we did that. Yeah.
93.
Yeah,
93 he did this. So when you see like Common and Pete Rock and all them, the whole one album, one artist, one producer thing, you were kind of the one to kick that off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was there was so many prior to me, but in that era, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and this is I kind of looked at y'all from when you live at the barbecue, the whole crew that was on there. Kind of to us as fans, that's like the next level of Juice Crew.
Yeah,
y'all being from Queens, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this next Juice Crew, you got Nas, you got LP, you got your Fatal, you got Akinelli, you know what I'm saying? You got these kids from Queens that are coming out here, you know what I'm saying? This the next wave, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of the way we looked at it. And this is really important. This is a really, really important diner. Vagina Diner is a really important album. The beats that before I put this down, I gotta ask because the beats that you chose on here are ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? The Little Green Apples is one of them, which KRS came back and used for We In There Behind You. Dear Diary, banger, Worldwide, Checkmate, Allah. Pete used that for the Lots of Lovin' remix. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of No Exit. I Got My Bags Packed. With the Gwen Guthrie loop, I was just like,
what? We used to ride around in them system cabs, pumping that beat all the time.
Really? So when you go, I'm going to talk about you as a producer. We did the MC hat now. You as a producer. When you're curating, I'm going to put it the correct way. When you're curating a sound for particular artists, what's the process?
Well,
what's the process?
I mean, the sound is not even for a particular artist. It's just what we do, coming from the culture, coming from breakdancing days and all of that. I just try to be an extension of that vibe, man. Like, just keep that vibe alive, man. Just them boom bap drums, them slick loops and things like that, man. So whoever I work with, that's what I'm trying to bring to the table. And, whatever they bring into the table, like, we just mesh it and make it happen.
So whether it's Nas, whether it's the Locks, whether it's Benny the Butcher, whether it's this guy that gave you your break,
Kool G rap,
so that's pretty much your perspective on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha. So this is the first record that you ever rapped that I ever. Is this correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Money in the Bank. Rest in peace. God bless Paul C.
Yeah.
Talk about your role in this album. Now, lyrically, what Money in the Bank is obvious, but talk about your other roles in this.
Well, this was kind of like of a duo because I was working on Eric B. and Rakim, Let the Rhythm Hit Him, and Eric B was executive producing
of this. Yes,
project.
he was. Yes, he was.
So I was working on both of them at the same time, and this was beautiful, man, because G-Rap was one of my heroes from back in the days, and just the love, you know what I mean? That's a good brother, man, and he showed a lot of love on this project, man. Like, with even giving me credits, with letting me rap on the joint, man. Like, I learned a lot from G-Rap, man. I learned, you know, how to go out and shop, eat, all kinds of things.
Really?
Like, yeah, man.
He big brothered you.
Yeah, definitely, man. He was like, yo, man, nah, get the shrimp scampi, man. Nah, man, get them kicks, man. Like he stepped my game up a lot, man, for real.
You also shop on the Ave a lot, or Jamaica Ave?
Nah, we was going to Queens Center Mall.
Nice,
you know
okay.
Go up to Cold Chillin'.
Okay.
You know, Ty would cut us a check or whatever. You know,
okay.
Because then we started working together. Like, we did a lot of stuff for Roxanne Shantae.
Okay.
Where I would do the beat and G would write the lyrics or whatever.
Okay.
And so, we get the check cut and be like, yo, we want to go to the mall.
Okay.
Be like, nah, Paul, get those, get this, do this, man. Like, that kind of thing, man. It was, man, cool brother, man. Cool brother.
And it's good to see, he got it. I think it was at the Paid in Full Foundation.
Yeah, they honored him, man.
Yeah, he gave his flowers.
He's deserving, man. There's not a better guy, man. That, he deserves that, man. He inspired mad people, including me.
So Jay-Z got the line in Encore. Hearing me rap is like hearing G-Rap in his prime. And this is who he was referencing.
Yeah.
Kool G Rap. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to G-Rap. He's just on a personal level and everything as well, too. So he's one of the best to ever do it. And it was great to see him. It was great to see Nas bring him out at Hip Hop 50 in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
He did Fast Life with him, and he did Ill Street Blues with him.
Yeah.
It was like super duper crazy with that. And yeah, I got the cassette of that too. Big shout out to Moshwat. I got the cassette of that joint too.
Yeah.
The album that you were working with simultaneously. Yeah. I had the box set to this, but let the rhythm hit him.
Yeah.
So you and Paul C worked on this joint.
Yeah. Paul C was the original producer that they enlisted for that. And with his untimely demise back then, they was looking for like who could do, and a lot of people went to him like, yo, there's this kid, man, this professor kid that Paul was teaching, man. He might be able to finish up the work and, like y'all might want to rock with him. Mm-hmm. And so I wound up getting the job of working in production on Let the Rhythm Hit Him.
So which joints? Did you work on all the joints completely? Or?
I worked on definitely the Ghetto.
Okay. Did you do the remix of that, or is that somebody else?
That was somebody else that did the remix. Okay. Well, Paul did Run for Cover, Untouchables.
Okay.
I did Step Back.
Okay.
No Omega.
Yeah, No Omega.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we did some joints.
Yeah, Run for Cover was on House Party.
Yeah, that was.
It was on House Party. Yeah, I was like, Yeah, that beat. Yeah. The same one that what's the name? Kings of Swing used for Nod Your Head to This.
Nod Your Head
to
This.
Yeah, I remember that joint. Yeah. So this was like kind of 90, and you started. I guess after the whole Main Source thing, you started getting into your own lane with the production and everything too.
Yeah, for sure. It was all simultaneous.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Got you. Before we get to this one was Gotta Get Over. Let me explain this one real quick. Big shout out to Premier. So this is Premier's signature on here. This is a single that was on a movie called Trespass, starring Ice-T and Ice Cube, wasn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
Ice-T and Ice Cube was starring in this movie. Gotta Get Over was one of the joints that was on here. Preem did an ill remix to flip the script. That's why he signed that side. But the A side is one of the few times that we would catch DJ Premier and Lost Professor on one joint.
Yeah. And
you did the remix to Gotta Get Over.
To Gotta Get Over.
Yeah.
It might be like one of the only remixes of Gangstar. I remember the dude Lindsay had called me from EMI. Was like, yo, they wanted you to do the remix, and went in, got busy. Kid Capri used to rock that a lot all the time. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a few dudes that really rock with that, man.
Okay.
That was a privilege and an honor, for sure.
Yeah, this was definitely crazy. This is a record that'll be played for the next 50 years.
Yeah, forever.
Pete signed this for me, Reminisce Over You. This is the 45 of that, with the B-side of Straighten It Out. I guess this is between a conversation between you, him, and Tom Scott, right?
It's crazy.
I mean, so what's your contribution to this one? Did you contribute anything to this, or I don't act like you know? I don't act like you know on the album. You contribute. You got GoPro for that,
yeah, for sure. I mean, this was a case of, at the time, we was doing a lot of sharing of records, like, you know, yo, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that kind of thing. And so the Tom Scott was one of the records that I brought to the table. I was like, yo, there's something about this album, the vibe of this album. And I used to always loop the horns for that.
Okay.
You know, I didn't do anything further. I just always used to loop the horns. And so, you know, I always, you know, I'll be like, yo, listen to this, listen to that. And then Pete, you know, he made the whole beat, you know, including everything. You know, there's an earlier version. There's an earlier instance of me using the record is in the Slick Rick remix. I know you got that somewhere around here.
Okay, really?
But yeah, like the horn in the Slick Rick remix. There it is, right there. Yep.
It's a boy. Is what he's talking about. Another 45. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know that came out, and then you know it was just wildfire with that Tom Scott record. It was just all going crazy.
Yeah. So this one, It's a Boy. This one came out on Rick's second album.
Yeah, second.
I shouldn't have done it. Yeah.
Right. But then
he got locked up. Yeah.
He got locked up. And then they started doing remixes and things like that. Yeah.
I remember because this one, I think it was a misprint on the first one. Some wild happened with the misprint on it.
Yeah.
But you had gotten the credit for this. This is a Japan release. Somebody licensed the Japan joints for this one. So yeah, now you see the tie-in. Yep. It's a Boy and everything too. I'm kind of gonna run through a couple things. This is Akaha, Little Green Apple sample, just wild with this one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So which Little Green? It's a million Little Green Apples.
Which the Stanley Turrentine.
Stanley Turrentine. That's right. Yeah.
And the thing that's cool about this is that the super hip hop producer, Rashad Ringo Smith, Tumbling Dice.
Tumbling Dice, of course.
When we met, like, you know, it was the same case with like me and Pete Rock, where we like, yo, you got this record, you got that record. Like Rashad was the one that put me up on the Stanley Turrentine.
Really?
And actually even the parts to, you know, that we use, because it's not in succession. It's like there's one part of the record and then you got to wait for a while and then the next part comes.
And how to do the chop.
Like, yeah. So he was like, yo, I like them two parts right there. So I hooked it up. And then, because Rod at the time, he didn't have a machine, but he had ideas. He had records and ideas. And so I put it together. And then, you know, I used to always play the beat and act like the beat. And then, yeah.
It was the first single off this. I was like, okay, this shit. Oh my God, this is really
crazy.
dope.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times.
What's next?
Yeah,
second album.
Yeah, got that call from Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. Busta hit you?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes hit me up. He was like, yo, we want you to do a remix. I went out there to Long Island. I think it was like, I forgot the name of it. I know it was on Cherry Blossom Road or something. It was in Hempstead. And I went to that studio and that was a beautiful thing right there. Put it down.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Staying in 93.
Yeah.
I showed you this one. Hold this one. I showed you this one before when we were in Chicago.
Yeah.
This is Midnight Marauders. That's your signature right there.
Yeah.
I didn't know this until he pointed it out. Big shout to Neek the Exotic. That's him right there.
Yeah.
That's Neek.
Neek came with me to the photo shoot. We went over there. We was chilling.
So this is a special presence. I'm going to show this. The red, black, and green. Signed by Ali Shaheed Muhammad.
Crazy.
Caught him at a Midnight Hour show with him and Adrian Young.
Yeah.
So this one's a Newberry Comics exclusive. Red, black, and green joined the Midnight Marauders. One of the few color pressings of this. This is wild, really wild. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
You're the only one that didn't. You're the only one that Tribe probably has used as an outside, other than Rashad jumped in on. Don't tell me it's on the hop. The hop on the album Beast Rhymes in Life.
Yeah.
The beat on this is just like loungy, some cool shit. You gotta tell me about this joint.
Yeah.
So how did you hear? I mean, did you come to them with this? Did Tip was like, yo man, I need a beat, or how did it work?
Well, we was doing a lot of hanging out back then, man. Like we was
Queens, y'all Queens
getting up
brothers,
a lot,
yeah,
for sure. So this was in Fife's grandmother's basement. Q-Tip had his equipment in there, and so just playing records or whatever. And so I remember that loop. My man Tone from around my way had hooked that loop up, and so I was like, oh wow, nah, this is the record right here. I had looped it up. And Tip liked it. And he was like, "Yo, you got to finish that right there." And so I finished it up, and boom, it was on from there. Word, that's what we did right there. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, Queens represent by the album when I drop it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kind of go through these. I'm gonna just have you sign these a little bit later, so y'all know these. It ain't hard to tell.
Yeah, Illmatic.
What made you loop Human Nature?
That's like the blend tape culture right there. That's like
What made you? Yeah, what made you?
Yeah, it's like doing blend tapes and like.
And Mike cleared it.
Yeah,
MJ cleared it.
Yeah, for sure.
So MJ was like Sony Columbia at the time. He cleared the joint.
Yeah, for sure. I like I always say, it was like the 9th floor talking to the 14th floor. You know what I mean? That they was all in the same building at that time. So that's how I saw it. It might have been more involved in that, but that's what I thought. But that's what we was doing. We was like starting to blend, like how Grandmaster Vic used to do blend tapes and stuff. We were starting to make beats like that, like taking like really popular ill joints that, it's create a diverse kind of like, because Nas is spitting some ill, and then throwing it through the SP1200 is grimy it up. It ain't so pretty no more, but it still got that melody. It's got the hard drums now. Like that's what we was looking for in them days, definitely.
You thug this out. I never thought that Human Nature.
Because sound gritty like that.
The last song on Thriller was a beautiful song.
Yeah.
And then you just
crazy.
waste to it. It's crazy. That's gonna talk about the singles real quick. Halftime. This was on Zebrahead.
Yeah, that was the introduction to Nas right there.
Michael Rappaport pulling up to the Jeep on the end, Zebrahead. The opening scene to this is just, and this kid's a supernova, man. And it's 92. He shouted it out, 92.
Yeah.
It's an OG pressing of this. The Butcher got a remix on this as well, too. Yeah. Keeping it moving a little bit. The Stress remix. Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
The Stress remix.
Yeah.
This is the OG. It's actually on this one. This is the repress, Fat Beats repress of Stress the Extinction Level Agenda. It's on this particular disc. I'm gonna hold them both up. I showed this to you in Chicago. You was like bugging. I hope you got your copy.
Yeah, I did. I got my copy. Word up, Fat Beats. Yeah.
Off this, you was like, oh no.
Yeah, for sure.
You called like the next day, right?
Absolutely. Word up. Word up.
So tell me this one. Did they come to you? Queens once again?
Yeah.
You keep the Queens thing going.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
You keep the Queens thing going.
Now the brothers reached out. We was already cool. Like Prince Poe had moved to Flushing for a little while, so we was already linking. We was cool and just making moves, man. Just making moves. These brothers called up. Like we always cool. Like as a matter of fact, on Pharaoh's new project, he just reached out to me about being in one of the videos.
Okay.
So like we good for life. Like that's the Paul C alumni right there. Like Paul was working with them
on the first album.
When they were Simply Too Poetic.
Simply Too Poetic.
STP. Yeah. Days.
Those records are going for a mix. You don't see them.
Yeah.
Second is the second album, finishing out with 94.
Yeah.
Resurrection, Common, Chi-Town. It's the white one.
Crazy.
The remix. You were online last, and I'm gonna give you a break after this segment.
I'm done after this.
All right, so this is 94. Talk to me.
Yeah, this was dope right here because
how were you approached? So how were you approached? See, tell me the story behind this. How were you approached and everything as well too?
Yeah, I got the call. I think what's my man's name? I think it's Peter. What's his name? Peter, Patrick. I don't know. I can't think of his name right now, but I think it was Peter. And he was like, yo, we want you to do a remix to Resurrection. And I was like, all right, cool. I went in and did a remix.
You did too?
Yeah, they called me
back.
You
did too.
That's what I'm saying. They called me back. It was like, yo, we like that one, man, but yo, you want to give it another try? Like, you want to do another remix to it? I was like, word? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I did the second one. I thought they was going to trade one for the other. They was like, yo, we're going to use both of them. So I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know any occurrence of that where they use like two remixes
of the same record.
Yeah, on the same record, but that's they said Common liked the second one a little bit more, so but in the end they wanted to use both of them.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's crazy. So when this came out around 95, like first quarter 95.
Yeah,
about
like
that. Yeah, because I know that there's a lot of mixes to this because No ID went back and did the one that No ID did for the video. He threw different drums under it.
Yeah,
being real nerdy about it.
Yeah.
But then we brought the single and I was like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Grab that record to your left.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the joint.
Yeah, that's the joint for the second remix right there, Common.
Spirit, and this is
Ice. Spirit.
This is Ice. Okay. I remember seeing this and I was just like, okay. A+, quick sidebar. With A+, when he said he found the loop, the Billy Cobb album from 93 to Infinity, he said he went to the dollar bin, grabbed it out, took it home. Oh, this is dope.
Yep.
That record's standing up 32 years later.
Yeah, for sure.
This one just turned 30, and people still talk about this.
Yeah.
Was it the same thing? You just walked in, you found something? Because this is something that you don't, look at the back of it. Yeah. This is something you don't normally see.
Yeah, and that's funny because that's the version that I used too, was that one. I think that's more of like a compilation kind of.
I think it is.
Yeah,
I think
because
the album right there,
there's an original one, right?
Yeah.
But that's the version that I used right there. Yeah, and it was kind of one of them albums that was like, it wasn't expensive at all. And, just going through files and sounds and just like, yo, this was going to be dope right here.
This is good. You look. I think once again, Moshwa. We sitting here.
Mosh.
Found this here.
Yeah.
We went to that. You went to like a used antique store.
Yeah.
He goes, yo, man, you know who used this?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. This is part 2 of the interview with the one and only Large Professor. We're gonna run through his last bit of production and everything too. We're back in a minute. Grudge One, Blue Vinyl TV. Got my man here.